Utah. Never been here before, just felt like I should be here today, so we're here. Shout out to all the clowns from yesterday that were saying I was a fraud and not a true Christian because I wasn't, because having turkey on Sunday. I looked it up. Lent's only for Friday. It was not Friday. It was not Friday, so I was completely fine to eat my turkey, thank you very much. Which also shows that they didn't know what they were talking about either. So they were just trolling. So that's how that goes. You gotta get used to that, especially when you start to build a following. You're just gonna build. You're gonna get a lot of trolls. So overall, had a good day. Little adventure. Met somebody a couple people at the Wendy's. Met this guy who used to be in some gangs and now he's not. So that was cool. He gave me some good advice. He didn't want to be on my email list though. That's okay. He said, if you beat yourself up, you're pushing others away. So we talked about in terms of like drugs or any of those things. With any of that, you're beating yourself up. So if you do that, you're pushing others away. Certainly make it harder for them to reach you. And then he also said, when you're okay with yourself, everything else will open up. And this goes right along with things that I've heard before. Something that Dan and Miranda has talked about. It's like your lack of freedom is in some place that you don't feel free. For whatever reason, maybe you don't feel free to express your gifts or your talents or abilities, or you feel ashamed of something. That is keeping you stuck in some way, shape, or form. So, yeah. We're walking to a park right now, and it's going to be after dark when we get to the park, but that's okay. That's okay. I could have gone home earlier, but I feel like that'd be more of a reflex, like a reaction, and I don't want to react. I want to respond. Any time where I've like reacted or I've like forced myself to do something I did not want to do, like going to some meeting I didn't need to go to or whatever, just doing it just cause. Yeah, there's like this weird mojo with that. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary because if you have all these people that are all at this meeting, then here you show up, like, and you don't want to be there. It's probably going to tell. They're probably going to be able to tell that. So sometimes it's best to just kind of take some time out for you and do what you got to do. But you also have to trust God, because with this adventure, I was going a different direction, and I felt like I should go back to the Wendy's. And I was like, if there's one person in the Wendy's I can talk to, then cool. And there's a couple people, so it was fun. Definitely was feeling a lot of the feels though. Yeah. End of the day, we just keep going. Especially if your faith is getting tested, it's like, well, you got to keep going. What else are you going to do? I met somebody on the train today who could maybe help me get some book signing going, so that would be cool. That would be fun. But yeah, no, it's cool to be able to think of something in your mind and then to actually go for it and do it. So earlier today, I found out there's this park nearby. So that's what I'm heading to. And we'll see what happens. Once I get done at the park, I am going to have to kind of book it back. But that's okay, because I can do that. Debbie, what's up? I hope you're good. Yeah, I'll have to kind of book it back so I can make it back in time. But it'll be fine. So yeah, that was something I was really wanting to do, was go to the park. And it'll be kind of dark when I get to the park, but that's okay. I also have my my GPS in a small little window of the screen, so I actually can't see how many people are here. There's probably not that many people here, but that is what it is. Maybe that's probably better. I don't know. We're just showing up, just getting it done. 30 minutes, daily live stream, showing up. So yeah, it was sobering because I could have gotten out and about earlier today, but I didn't. but made it happen still. So like when you have something like this, I mean, the real key is just to try to make the absolute most of it from this point on. I do feel there's some lack of confidence with me with my writing and stuff because I don't feel like I've really quote unquote made it. Still kind of in this wannabe. It's easy to think that. It's all about whatever metrics you're using to make your assumption. Like if it's number of books sold, yeah, for sure. I don't have the bestseller status or anything like that. I think the tough thing is like when you haven't even tried. Like it's not that I did a full send with my books and I have them all in all these different formats. It's like I haven't even tried besides the Kindle. So that's okay. Do what we can. Maybe I'll meet somebody at the park after dark. That'd be fun. That would be fun. But at the very least, I'm just going to enjoy walking around the river and all that other stuff. See the park. I can always come back here another time. It's going to be kind of late when I get home, but it should be fun. Should be fun. So, I also talked with a friend who works for a door-to-door company, and he was trying to recruit me. But it's like different from other door-to-door companies because I'd be gathering signatures instead of setting up appointments, instead of these other things. I don't super want to do it, but I do need money. And the thing is, if you don't make something happen quick, well, guess what? Rent's still due. You're still going to have all these other things happen. The world's not going to stop just because you just were being lazy and a bum. The world's not going to stop for you to figure it out. You got to figure it out. Hopefully quickly. I feel like I've been in this figuring it out time for a very long time. And a lot of it because I just haven't done a full send, a real full send. But I'm glad I went back to Wendy's. I ended up getting some food even though I have like no money. But I got food anyway. It is what it is. We just keep going. That's all you can do. Like what else are you going to do? Like you have to make use of what you got to work with until more comes. So more help could come, but you do have to really make good use of what you already have to work with. There's a nice little sunset, so that's cool. But yeah, overall, it's been a okay day so far. That's a loud truck, really loud. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting across the street. Waiting. So, yeah, that's where we're at. It's been fun. I definitely feel my energy kind of like dipping a little bit. So we're heading to the park. It has to be a full send. It really does, because there's a part of me that's like gonna get on the train. Like, are we getting on the train? I don't know. It's like, no, I think we're going to the park. Okay, let's go to the park instead of just being half in, half out. It does not work at all. So we're trying to be fully present, fully here, instead of stressing about things outside of my control. Focus on the things inside of my control. But I don't know, maybe I could do really well with the gathering signatures thing. I'd just be going door to door. I did door to door once upon a time, and they gypped me out of thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars I will never see. But, end of the day, life's a gift. So you gotta keep moving along. But yeah, that one chat with the guy at the Wendy's who didn't end up wanting to be on my newsletter, that was really beautiful because he really had some good quotes. Really had some really good quotes for me. Sound like he gone through multiple lives in the same life, you know? He said he was in gangs and he was homeless for a little bit and now he's figured things out. But he grew up in a really broken home with a alcoholic mom and a dad that was never there. So now he's intentionally giving what he can. He was kind of skeptical of why I was talking to him at first. But then he kind of was like, well, this is cool that we're talking because today's day and age, this doesn't really happen. Most people are stuck behind their phones. But yeah, we're just kind of walking around. I've never been here before, so I've already had thoughts I've never had before. That's the beautiful thing about going somewhere you've never been before. There we go. Trying to hit 10,000 steps today too. I think we'll get it. We're around 5,000 right now. I think we'll definitely make it. It's a full day. Really just really learning to give things to God kind of day, for sure. But yeah. I was at that Wendy's a lot longer than I was planning on, but again, it worked out. God will use your weakness and your fear and your stress, and he can use that. He can use that for other things. That one guy who came in with his kids, they came in kind of late. It was good I was there as long as I was there. Yeah. So, yeah, it's fun to move around. I mean, with these little quick adventures, you can get a little lay of the land, sorta, figure things out. When I was at Wendy's, I met this dude, and I could go back there sometime and say hello and catch up. So that's a beautiful thing about meeting somebody, adding them to the email list. I could catch up with them about how things are going. But yeah, overall, you just gotta take it day by day, man. You just gotta take it day by day. So, yeah, I was thinking about it. I was gonna read a little bit from James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, about making better habits. I think I need to do better at that. Making the thing that you want to have happen, making it so obvious. So apparently that's the first law of behavior change from making better habits is making it obvious. The opposite of that for deleting not good habits is making it invisible. So anyway, who knows where I'll be in a year? Who knows what's going to be happening in the next 6 months? I don't know. So, just showing up on here, walking around. Going to get to the park. It's going to be after dark. That's okay. Might get to meet some people today. It's going to be a little bit of a long haul today, but that's okay. That is a-okay. So, end of the day, getting out of your comfort zone is definitely valuable, very valuable. So, we've done that today. Going to a city I've never been to before and just talking to some people. Wasn't as social and talkative and stuff as I was planning on, but that is okay. That is okay. And I'm seeing more that certain opportunities can be presented to you and you just miss it. You don't even have to say no. You could just not do anything, and that's the same as saying no. And then it's just gone, and that's okay. But I'm seeing more how that can happen. And You just got to keep going. Because like overall, if you're like seizing more opportunities than you're missing, I think you're doing pretty okay. So, but yeah, you know, it's like if you're just putting yourself out there and your willingness to just go for it, I think that's good. I sometimes beat myself up way too much because I'm like, oh yeah, I have to talk to all these people, or I got a prompting or whatever. I gotta make sure I do it perfectly or something. It's like, I don't think there's a way to do a prompting perfectly. God is able to help take care of what we do not do a very good job of taking care of. He's able to meet us where we're at. So we're getting kind of closer. We just got to keep going. That's it. Today, I definitely slept in. I definitely did. So, have fun, guys. The Barker Gang. But yeah, no, it's just temporary. You got to keep going. I mean, you're going to have these moments that really shake things up. And it might be difficult to want to show up the next day. But you just do what you can, you keep going, and that's kind of it. My right contact is not a happy camper. I think it wants out. But that's not really gonna happen yet because I have to, yeah, we got some daylight here. Still some time. The way I feel like with a lot of these smaller towns, cities and towns, is you'll probably find like a couple of really cool things. And then a lot of it is just going to kind of be like, you know, just out there. A lot of your staples, a lot of your normal stuff. And then you'll get some stuff that wouldn't really expect to have. So, yeah, there's seems to be a lot of stuff going on over here. So, just gotta keep on going. We're just walking straight. Nothing else to see here. There's really, we're just walking straight. That's all we're doing. But yeah, no, I think what's happening is having a lot of experiences to help me let go of anything from the past. I mean, my newsletter today was all about moving with faith, letting go of the past. Because the past is done, and it's out of your hands, right? It's out of your hands. We all have things we get to do, but then at the end of the day, you know, we have limited time to be here. It's fun to walk around and get a feel for things. I do think if I'd like gone running this morning, I'd feel more energized to just go and randomly talk to people. Feel a little bit more, I don't know, like I have something to prove maybe or something. Not feeling as locked in as I could be, which is sobering. But I'm glad we're here. It was fun times. And you just never know. You never know what could happen. I mean, that dude who's from Wendy's, who's working at Wendy's, I had to the email list, he's like 18. He could be on the list for a while, I don't know. You just never know. We just gotta keep going. It's gonna be sleeping well tonight for sure. Sleeping well tonight for sure. I just have to get into like a better flow too, because it's such more about quality than quantity when it comes to sleep. Like, you can catch the rhythms just like a train, dude. I mean, the train that I catch, it usually it works like clockwork. It's like, this is when it goes, this is when it does not go, and you can trust that. So if you can get really, really good with that with your sleep, become very consistent with that, it's good. When you lose some consistency with sleep, it's sad, really sad. So, end of the day, God is obviously still good. He's still doing stuff. I'm learning I gotta get myself out there if I want to see more of his miracles. I can always write at a Starbucks. I can always do any of that other stuff. But yeah, no, the energy you carry, that you feel, people get a sense of that. And it like either opens the door or it closes the door. So I'm just feeling a little bit more like iffy right now, but we'll see. We're pretty close to the park. It's getting darker, but yeah, we're getting close to the park. So, one day at a time. The first rule of compounding is to not stop. That's really the first rule, because once you stop, you lose that momentum. And that's frustrating, because when you can have that momentum, you can just keep stacking it and all that other good stuff. Yeah, we're getting close. It'd be cool if I met somebody that could give me a ride back to the train station, but that's like extra credit. I don't really expect that to happen. So, yeah, we're almost there. I remember when I was in Orlando, first time I was in Orlando, just walking around. That was a lot of fun. Super sunny. A lot of people. Disney was pretty close by. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But patience. Another thought that's been on my mind too is like, it's going to take longer than you think. Like, it's important to move intentionally and trust, but yeah, it's probably gonna take longer than you think. If you're willing to show up consistently, then that'll make a lot of the difficulties a lot less difficult, because you're like, well, I gotta do this on this day. That helps. I think the beautiful thing too is I could have gotten here a lot later, and yet it still has worked out with me getting here when I got here.
Turn left onto West Center Street.
Question is, do we cross the street? Oh, we have to cross the street. It looks like. We will figure this out, folks. There is a path. Yeah, there's a path. Okay. This is kind of like the farther. Like, this is we didn't have to go this far, but we're doing it anyway. So, because like, I don't know the next time I'll be here. It's a decent hike up here. So But no, I imagine I'll be doing these for a while. So I just have to like keep figuring it out and get some good practice in. That's what this is. There's no pressure with this. It's just practice. Way to go. Yeah, it's just practice. I will say, this is pretty. I'm just walking. There's cars. So we're going somewhere this direction. Right now it looks like we'll get there around 8 o'clock or a little bit after 8 o'clock. That sounds good to me. Just gonna enjoy the park for a bit and then run back to the train station, which is somewhere that way. So we'll figure it out one day at a time. That's it. But yeah, this sunset's pretty. It's a pretty sunset. Yeah, no, I think a lot of it is because I think with how my room's built right now, it's probably built too much to have me sleep more than anything. So I need to rearrange it. Lots of houses. So that's cool. Yeah, I definitely feel a little bit of imposter syndrome and whatever else today. But I did get a newsletter out today on a Monday, which is cool. We can keep that momentum rolling. But I've had a lot of experiences recently to really nail it down that God just really wants us to be in the here and now and not worry about what's already happened. So, yeah, that's kind of that. We got like 2 minutes left. So that's a thing. 2 minutes, then we gotta end the live stream. Overall, pretty chill day. Fun to go on a little adventure. Fun to catch the train and everything. You just gotta move forward and apply what I've felt and experienced today. That's what needs to happen. So